Ariel Helwani in Stockholm, Sweden, alongside Anthony Rumble Johnson, who, of course, faces Alexander Gustafsson this Saturday night at UFC on Fox 14. Anthony, I like the shirt very much.
Thank you.
Are you sending a message to all the people of Stockholm?
No, not at all. I'm cold right now. That's why I have this on.
Just a coincidence. I mean, Captain America coming here, enemy territory. It's very fitting.
I got to represent a little bit. I just can't, come in here with what's that color? Blue and yellow or whatever?
Right.
I can't do that.
So
but I like it here, though. It's cold.
Yes, it's a long ways from Boca Raton, right?
Yeah. When it's 80 degrees and then you come to 36 degrees, it's not cool.
Does that mess up your system? Like, does it take you a while to get warmed up? Honestly, when you're training and stuff here, is it a bit of a shock to the system?
No, not at all. No.
What's it been like? You've been here since Friday, right? What's it been like? How have the people been receiving you? You're coming here fighting the Golden Boy.
Everybody's been cool. I've really just been staying in my room and going to the gym and staying, low key. That's it. And haven't really been out walking the streets. It's like I said, it's too cold.
Have you been able to think about this moment? I mean, this is the second biggest show in UFC history. You're in the main event. It's a big deal. Have you been thinking about that? And are you excited about that?
No, not really. I'm glad to be a part of, history here. I'm hopefully, if I live that long to be 80, 85 years old, I can tell my kids or my grandkids or whatever, that I was a part of, UFC history. So that's what I think about, and I think that's pretty cool because not many fighters get to be a part of something like this.
Sure.
But overall, man, I'm just excited. I'm excited to fight Alex. I'm excited to give the fans, an exciting show.
Are you a little more appreciative of the moment because it was almost taken away from you not that long ago?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing how that works, right?
Yeah. You appreciate things a lot more whenever somebody's trying to take it away from you. But I'm just at the point in my life, I think regardless, I would be more appreciative of the finer things, instead of just crazy stuff.
And you've come a long way, of course. I mean, you've really had a lot of ups and downs in your career. We were looking back on my.
You can say careers because it feels like
it does feel like careers. It really does. You've had multiple careers, multiple weight classes. But even starting with the Kevin Burns incident, remember with your eye? I mean, that was a serious deal. And then with obviously the weight stuff and what happened recently with the suspension. I mean, it's amazing how much you've been through to get to this point.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's been a journey, but I'm still here. I didn't give up. So that alone should speak volumes on who I am.
I saw that you said recently that you finally stopped just listening to yourself and trusting your coaches and listening to them more so than just being your own guy, being almost selfish in that sense. How did that happen?
After Vitor Belfort, I stopped listening to the world and started listening to what I needed to listen to. I think I was very selfish with the Vitor Belfort fight, and I was just young, dumb, and just didn't want to pay attention, thought I knew it all, and obviously I didn't. So on the flight back from Brazil, I remember talking to my coach, Henry Hoop, on the plane, having a glass of wine. Mm-hmm. And we were just like, you know what, dude, let's just do this. Let's give it a shot and go all out and see what happens. And that's what we've been doing, and it's been working out so far.
So was he the one that was able to connect with you and really get you to start believing in others as opposed to just yourself?
He was damn sure a part of the process, that's for sure.
There's a lot of people involved in that.
Yeah, I mean, the circle that I'm with now, those are the people that really push me. But at the end of the day, I had to make up that decision myself to push myself and give it my all and dedicate myself to fighting.
Why was it that moment? Was it because you felt embarrassed about the whole situation?
I was embarrassed. That was the one fight I didn't give it my all, and I felt like I let not just myself down, but I let down everybody. You name it, I let them down that night for that fight. But I vowed to, make it up to everybody and do my best and not give up, and I haven't.
Coincidentally, he now trains with you, and you see him every day. Is that an interesting reminder of sorts where you get to remember that moment? Does he represent that to you, or are you over it?
I'm over it now. I am who I am now.
Right.
I'm in the position that I'm in right now because of my hard work and dedication to myself, my team, and the sport. So I every now and then, though, I will think about that moment, and I'm just glad I'm not there anymore.
Your team, the Black Zillions, You've only had one title fight. That was the Rashad fight, right, against Jon Jones. No one.
No, two.
Who's the other one?
Vitor fought Jon too.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sometimes I forget about that one.
Yeah.
But you've never won the belt. Was what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal to you? Do you want to be the first guy to win the title for your team?
I don't even think about it. I don't think about Jon. I don't think about a title shot. I don't think about anything. I just think right now I'm just thinking about Gus. I take everything one fight at a time. I don't try and push the cart ahead of the horse, or however you say it. I just go with whatever comes my way. If I have a title shot, I have a title shot. If I don't, I don't. I'm just enjoying life and fighting and doing what I love to do.
So you asked for this fight. I remember you campaigning for it. Was it because of who he represents and how close he brings you to the title shot, or is it because you really like this matchup?
I just really like the matchup. You know, they have me in the top 5. So I really wanted to stay active. And at the time, you know, they had Jon Jones and DC supposed to fight. And Glover had just lost to Jon. And I'm like, okay, well, that's basically everybody. And Rashad was hurt. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, only person left to fight in the top 5 is Gus. And I just told myself, you know what, if they're going to consider me a top 5 UFC fighter, I want to be able to go and see what if I'm really capable of being a top 5 fighter. So why not fight Gus? Because he didn't have a fight, so I just figured, why not? So this fight is about me just seeing what level I'm really at.
He's tall, long reach, but correct me if I'm wrong, you actually have the same reach as him, right?
I think he may be an inch longer than.
But it's not
like
right.
Jon Jones has 84 or something like that. It's not nothing like that.
He is taller than you, though. How have you prepared for that?
I had a guy named Colin George come through. He's from Amsterdam. He's 6'8".
Okay.
And bigger, but he moves very well. You know, fast. He's accurate. He punches well, kicks well. He definitely gave me a good look, and had a couple of other guys come through, but nothing major.
You didn't change a lot of things or get people to emulate his style, the way he moves, all that?
Not really. I mean, it's hard to have somebody to emulate his style.
Sure.
Everybody that's to me, everybody that's in the top 5 is unique. They have their own style, and it's hard to find somebody that can do that. You know, you just got to go out there and find the best thing you can, and go with it.
Speaking of the top 5, Jon Jones just beat Daniel Cormier. Did you watch that fight? And while you were watching it, did you try to envision how you would fight Jon Jones?
No, I was just sitting back and enjoying myself. That's it. Like I said, man, I don't think about what may come after. I just think about what's happening right now.
What do you think of his performance?
Oh, he did awesome. Yeah. He did awesome. He stayed calm. He showed why he's the champ. You know what I mean? He dominated the fight, in my opinion, from head to toe. He didn't. I mean, I would have given Daniel maybe first, maybe second, you know what I mean? But overall, Jon dominated the fight. You know, he did things that people didn't think he would do. He took Daniel down. I didn't think he would take Daniel down. I'm sure everybody else thought he wouldn't take Daniel down, but he did. He showed that he's the true champion.
What do you make of everything that's happened to him afterwards?
He's human. You know, he's not perfect, and everybody's been dogging him. So my thing is, everybody needs to think about their life and tell me when their life was absolutely perfect. You know, a lot of people don't think about that. You know, the crazy part is when somebody's down, people want to keep like stepping on you and hitting you when you're down. They don't want to reach down and try and help you up. You know, so the world is crazy like that, you know. So that's why, in my opinion, most people have to look out for themselves instead of like depending on everybody else, because this world is just full of shit.
You can relate.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sounds like you're coming from a place where you know exactly what he's going through to a degree.
Well, that, and I can see it. You know, a lot of people don't think about that, though. They just, as soon as they see something negative, they want to jump on it and start talking about the negative. They don't want to talk about the positive. You know, so to me, this whole world functions on negativity, and it's a shame.
So you're fighting Saturday night, of course. Actually, it'll be Sunday morning. When you guys walk out, it'll probably be around 3:30 a.m. But it'll be, 9:30 p.m. back in Florida. Mm-hmm. So you're sticking with Florida time here. You're going to sleep when it's time to go to sleep in Florida.
Yeah, I'm sticking.
Is that weird?
Not really.
Isn't your system all messed up?
My body's used to it. Okay. Since I got here, like I said, last Friday, and I've been going to bed around 5 o'clock, waking up around 11, 12. So I'm used to it.
Big moment. Prediction. How do you beat him?
Any way possible. Anyway, I just want to go out there and win. But most importantly, I want to go out there and have fun.
All right. Best of luck to you. Appreciate the time as always. I'm looking forward to the fight very much.
Appreciate that.